Yes, you're seeing this right. The title says Gimbap, but why am I boiling cabbage? And that is because I'm making a natural dye to color my rice. I've put in 1/4 of a red cabbage that I've cut up into 4 cups of water. And I've boiled it for about 10 minutes. Strain it, and then this is what I'm left with. After it's been completely cooled down, I add my rice and cook my rice like normal. What do we need in gimbap? Spinach. This is the spinach that most Koreans use. You can use the baby spinach that you buy. I'm just gonna blanch it. Blanching is when we put our vegetables into boiling water and take it out right away and put it into a cold water bath to stop it from cooking. For our spinach, we need to completely strain all of the water. I've strained it a few times, and as you can see, I'm straining it again before I put it into my seasoning. I have 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, about 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Just mixing these together to incorporate all of the salt and sesame oil. Last thing is about 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. I'm julienning some carrots and stir frying them in a little bit of oil. There are a few things that make gimbap what it is, and that is 단무지, which is a yellow pickled radish. You can buy these at your local Asian store. It gives you the pickled yellow radish as well as pickled burdock root, which is very yummy inside gimbap. So as you can see, it's a very vibrant yellow color. Put it on my cutting board, and I'm cutting it in half. You don't actually have to cut it in half. I'm doing this just because I'm making mini gimbap. These packs are super convenient just because they cut everything up for you. Before I cut my vegetables and stir-fried and made everything, I made rice. One rice you saw I made with the red cabbage water, and then the other rice I just made normally, white rice. What we're going to do is season our rice. Keep in mind that gimbap is very different from sushi. Sushi you put in vinegar, but gimbap rice we don't put vinegar. We put salt and sesame oil. I have ham, 단무지, 우엉조림, 시금치, 당근, 밥, and 보라색 밥. I've also prepared a little bit of water and sesame oil. When you're rolling your gimbap, you want to make sure that anything that you're using on the bottom is dry. This is the seaweed that we use for gimbap. I'm cutting it in half because I'm making mini gimbap. And also I'm going to make a flour which requires it to cut it in fourths. I take some of my purple rice, make it into a roll, and just roll it. Cut off the excess seaweed. Use that to make another little rice roll. I'm making 6 of these little mini purple rice rolls because I'm going to make a flour gimbap. You can also choose to pre-cut your seaweed. So the only thing that I've put in here is the purple rice. I'm making a purple flour. I want its center to be yellow. So I'm adding my 단무지. Roughly the same size as my purple rice rolls. And rolling it together. Add about 2 tablespoons of my white rice to half a sheet of seaweed. And you want to spread out your rice nice and thin. You don't want to spread it on the entire piece of seaweed. Next, line up your purple rice rolls directly onto your white rice. Put them in a row. Put the roll with your 단무지 in the center. And then roll your entire gimbap. Roll it together. Put it off to the side. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the gimbap that many people are used to seeing. Again, put a nice thin layer of rice on half a sheet of seaweed. Put in my spinach, carrots, ham, burdock, 단무지, and roll. I fried some ham that I cut into long strips. You can make a 계란말이. You can also use fish cake. And here's a trick. If you have some excess seaweed that you want to use to make and you don't want it to unravel, you can actually use rice as a glue. It becomes sort of a sticker if you mush it up on your seaweed. You can also use water. And put a little sesame oil on them before you cut. I'm gonna cut up my kimbap to see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Continue cutting. It's my flour. I made mini kimbaps, but now I'll show you how to make a big kimbap. Put in more of my vegetables and ham. Most people use kimbap mats to kind of help you roll, but you don't need one. One trick when cutting is to coat your knife with water to get a nice clean cut. Knife gets super sticky, so make sure to coat with water. And after an entire day of making just kimbap, here we are. My mini kimbap and my purple flour kimbap I put in a plastic container along with 계란말이 to show you what it would look like if you were to pack it for lunch or pack it on a picnic. Put some sesame seeds, just for decoration. Did you catch that? That little switch? My plastic container I'm not going to eat today, but I'm going to eat my kimbap on the right. But you know what this needs? It needs one of two things. It either needs tteokbokki. Another quick and easy thing to eat kimbap with is ramen. Having that bit of warm soup just makes the kimbap taste even better. So I have kimbap, I have kimchi. I'm gonna put my hair up. Then I have burdock sauce that I'm going to dip my kimbap in. I'm just eating this for the spice. 잘 먹겠습니다. Have a bite of the ramen first. And because we're essentially eating 분식, I'm gonna finish it off with the 밀키스, which is a carbonated milky drink, which sounds kind of weird, but don't knock it till you try it. I'm drinking the strawberry flavor. It's so good.